NTSB teams in Philadelphia examining every millimeter of the left engine from Flight 1380 that exploded in mid-flight. The engine cover found 75 miles north of Philly. The plane's two black boxes now at the NTSB lab in Washington.
Engine failures like this should not occur, obviously. And so, yes, we're very concerned about this.
Sucked partially out of an aircraft window when the engine exploded, 43-year-old Jennifer Reardon, a mother of two from New Mexico. Fellow passengers pulled her back inside, then performed CPR, but she didn't survive.
Whenever I saw that, I thought that's the only, you feel helpless. So I kind of felt like maybe I could, help there.
In Albuquerque, her family and friends are in disbelief.
It's indescribable. It's shocking. It's shocking in every way. And she will be sorely missed.
Investigators quickly determined one of the engine's 24 fan blades had broken off at its base, causing the engine to violently tear itself apart, showering the plane with shrapnel and blowing out the window. In 2016, another Southwest fan blade also came apart in flight, though no one was injured. Now, Southwest is ordering ultrasound inspections on all of its engines, looking for metal fatigue. The FAA is expected to also order inspections on similar engines at other airlines, as many as 8,000 engines worldwide. The question tonight, how many other planes are potentially in danger? NTSB investigators are looking at Southwest's maintenance records and the inspection records on that fan blade, looking at the age, any sign of trouble, and other fan blades made at the same time.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.